Hundreds of Liberians from the Northwest Metro are rallying at the state capitol as they face possible deportation. Reporter Sonia Goins is live at the Capitol with more. Sonia?
Now, Shannon, they're calling it a state of emergency. Now, behind me, the rotunda is packed with immigrants from Liberia. Now, a few minutes ago, they were chanting, "Renew, renew." They want President Trump to renew an immigration policy called Deferred Enforced Departure, or DED. Now, that deadline ends March 31st, and some of the immigrants face a really tough situation. They can either have to leave the country they've come to know for like 20 years or stay and become undocumented.
People are scared and people are nervous. So we don't want to destroy the fabric and the unity that exists within our communities.
Now, President Trump terminated DED by executive order last year, but leaving Liberia has stabilized. This immigration action only applies to Liberians. It started decades ago when Liberians sought refuge in the United States after a deadly civil war. They were granted temporary status in 1991. Now, thousands of Liberians could be sent back to Africa after the March 31st deadline. Community leaders, local and congressional lawmakers are urging President Trump to extend DED for 2 years in hopes of giving them more time to come up with a permanent pathway to citizenship.
Liberians have been here for a long time. All of their kids who indeed are citizens in our schools. They're part of our community. They are woven into this beautiful American experience. There's nothing to go back to in Liberia. The Americans, they're part of our communities in the schools. They will be separated from their parents.
Now, this really is a life-changing situation. I just spoke with a woman from Brooklyn Center. She didn't want to go on camera, but she told me she'd been in this country for 23 years, and she has a daughter at Park Center. Now she's making arrangements for someone to take care of her daughter, just in case she has to leave. Now, meanwhile, this rally is expected to wrap up in 30 minutes, but community leaders tell me they're going to keep on fighting right until the March 31st deadline. Live at the Capitol, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
All right, thank you, Sonia.